Hello guys, welcome to online kitchen Malambo classes, and today we are going to talk about Malambo Sureño finally. We did already 3 weeks of, thank you Darius, we did already 3 weeks of Malambo Norteño, and this is Malambo which is younger. Malambo Norteño is younger, and Malambo Norteño is more simple. There is more maybe fire in this Malambo, more staccato, more rhythm. That's why it's easier to understand. And we are going to talk today about Malambo, which is more antique, Malambo Sureño, which is more about melody and guitar. And this Malambo older because this was the Sur, center of Argentina, where Malambo came from Peru, from other countries. I think it was a mix, and it became fast as Norteño form as well, but Sureño is more antique, and Sureño is more, I think, intelligent, because there is not so much, let's say, clarity in the rhythm, because we have more layers. And let's talk today about these two different forms, about two different styles, two different moods, to understand how to recognize, how to see important points, and important points for dancing part as well. Let's do this. So here we have center, and we have some compass here. So it's north, Malambo Norteño. This is sur, Malambo Sureño. And as I said already, Malambo Norteño is more about the rhythm. And usually if you're dancing, practicing, performing, you are playing bombo and guitar. Somebody is supporting you with bombo and guitar. Malambo Sureño, usually only guitar. Because this more about melody, this more about melodical support. Malambo Norteño, because of the landscapes also, it's more staccato, more funny, more, not funny, maybe more contrast, more about sound. Because in Norteño, you are, every beat have to be with a sound. You are like dancing in the botas, and you're doing sounds, combinations of forms and the sounds. In Malambo Sureño, mostly you are dancing barefoot, or in this horse skin golfes, and it's more forms, it's more about lines than about the sound. And it's here in Malambo Sureño, the variety of the forms are wider. Of course, you also can do some sounds, and you can do some soft touches, and that's why the Malambo is more contrast in the forms. Also in North, the sentence shorter. In Sur, sentences are longer, also because of the melody. And in the North, we have 3 chords in the melodical intonation. In Malambo Sureño, we have 4 chords, which is really, really important to understand, to hear. So Malambo Norteño is more like major, sunny, more fire. Malambo Sureño, because also like landscape and all environment, it's more flat, and there is kind of minor keys in this Malambo, in these guitars, also because it's colder. So here it's mountains and close to equator, so it's warmer. Here it's colder and more flat. And it's really, really affects two different forms of dancing. Let's talk about Malambo Sureño first, Malambo Norteño first. Everything is simple because our pulsation is really, really flat. It's always 1, 4, 1, 4, papito, pa-pa, papito, pa-pa, papito, pa-pa, papito, pa-pa. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2, or if we're counting in 6/8, 1, 4, 1, 4, papito, papa, papito, papa. And guitar is playing these accents really, really simple. It's stable, really comfortable intonation line, harmony line. So it's always 1, dun, 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 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1. Boom, boom, boom. So this Malambo always with this basic gravity. 1, 4, 1, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the harmony of guitar is really, really simple. So we have subdominanta, which is like beginning of this mountain. Then we have dominanta, which is a bit upper but more stable. And then we go into tonica, the comfortable, basic fundamental sound. And this way of playing melodies, it's really, really famous because we're taking only 3 stable steps from our harmony. So it's 4, 5, 1, 1, 4, 5, 1, 1, 4, 5, 1, 1, 4, 5, 1, 1. So we have really stable steps, melodical, harmonical steps, and we always have really, really stable rhythmical gravity accents. So it's always 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, ta chica ta tan, ta chica ta tan, and it's short. We are doing everything from the strong beat to the strong beat, from 1 to 1. So repique, we have 8 beats, 8 golpes, and it's like complete. And then we are having these patterns by papito papa, which is also shorter. So in 2 bars, we're having a lot. And the square is really simple. So the Malambo, it's more about agility and how strong and how fast you are, like about amplitude, about sound, about this masculine things. Malambo Sureño, it's more intelligent, it's more soft, it's more dimensions in this Malambo. And of course, we are as dancers, we need to take 2 aspects. It's how we're dancing Malambo Sureño and how we're dancing Zapateo Sureño in our social dances, like Triunfo, Huella, Gauchito Cujano, how it sounds for us when we have to put it in an 8-beat sentence in the dance, right? So, Malambo Sureño, more delicate and more intelligent, because it's not about the rhythm anymore. It's still rhythm because we have guitar which is playing rhythm, but it's more about melody now. So if in Norteño it's rhythm and then melody, in Malambo Sureño it's first melody and then rhythm. Here we have already not 3, tan, 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 but we have 4 steps. We have 4 basic steps in our stairs where we have unstable one, the 3rd one, which you can hear in minor. Take a look. This is Malambo Sureño basic guitar. So here you can hear 4 chords. Subdominanta, 3rd, dominanta, tonica. So melody is different. If here we like in the positive in major key, always about like speed, about like something light, something strong. In this case, positive. Here in sur, we have something about gray, a bit minor, about introvert, about intelligence, like way of being, more close, more calm, more introvert, let's say. And this step is this step which giving us unstable direction, right? So if we're taking 3 out, it will be the same, 4, 5, 1. But here we have number 3 in harmony in our steps and melody. So this melodically giving us longer trip, because in La Pampa, in the Sur, we're like going. It's not fast. It's not like mountains. It's not like already. You have to do it longer. You have to spend some time in journey to have the change in landscape. How it affects our zapateo? How it affects our malambo? Because the bar is usually for dancers is 1 E2 E3 1 2 3 1 2 3, and if we're taking more like musical aspect, if it's more about zapateo, if it's more about like bombo, it will be 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6. So this is the bar. And if in Malambo Norteño we kind of in the bar, so here with the melody we are out. And to finish at the beat number 1, which is in harmony, strong beat, and in the rhythm, it's strong beat, so it's always beat number 1. We are arriving here. This is the strongest beat. This is accent. We have to start a bit early to finish in the comfortable melodical and rhythmical position. Melodically, it's tonica, fundamental tone, and in rhythm, it's beat number 1. So we have to finish here our sentence, rhythmical sentence and melodical sentence. And that's why we have to start in advance. And this is usually the most hardest point of hearing it, because you haven't got support from bombo, you're just hearing guitar, and rhythmically it's really hard sometimes to start not with a strong beat, but with a low beat. This is the thing. And here, for example, on this picture, you can see the sentence, rhythmical sentence of repique. It's like a point in the music. We're always starting with repique, finishing with repique, and between we're having some mudanzas, if I'm talking about Malambo. If I'm dancing zapateo, it can be without repique, but of course it's always nice to start or to finish with repique, because it's much nicer. It's kind of a connection with the rhythmical structure. So here, by listening guitar, we have to create our habit, our muscle, to start in advance, to start in pre-bar. Let's take a look. If I'm taking just basic rhythm for the dancer will be 1 2 3 1 2 3, because this is passo de gato, right? In our dances. If I'm taking zapateo, if I'm taking malambo and like bombo and the musical size, it will be 6/8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6. So this is 6/8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6. This is more 3/4, like written the valse, written the gato. 1 2 3 1 E2 E3 1 E2 E3. Let's listen to the music and let's try to realize how guitar is playing our melody, our sentence, our harmonical sentence. Let's start to the melody, because this is the core. Subdominanta, third, dominanta, tonica. Subdominanta, third, dominanta, tonica. And this is the sentence. This is melodical sentence. And if I'm placing it in the rhythmical structure of the bar, of the spine in time, rhythmical spine, it will be 5 and 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 1. And usually in the repique, we're dancing this triple beat, takata, takata, right? Takata, ta, 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 takata, ta. So here in Malambo Sureño, we're having 2 points of doing this takata, 3 beats in one kind of box. and it's always the same. It's always 5-6 and 5-6. So it's kind of easy, right? It's kind of stable, because we always have in the music beat number 1, and here if we start in advance 5 and 6 with the first harmonical chord, we're kind of having this nice, okay, bass. It's here, accent of guitar, stable dominanta, and stable subdominanta also on the 5-6. But here in traditional guitar, we are bringing instability, and this is usually problem for all people who are starting to dance Malambo Sureño after Norteño. This instability we're receiving from unstable position in harmony and unstable position in the rhythm, because we have this 1, 1, or like if I'm dancing passo legato is 1, 2, 3. So here it's position number 2 unstable, and also like unstable in any sizes we're taking. So this is the tricky moment, and we need to count a bit more carefully and to understand it more carefully. And this is also minor key. This third position, it's step, it's minor chord, and it's unstable pulsation in our rhythm. Interesting, right? It's really interesting. If we are trying to understand the culture, the landscape, the form, it's really necessary to understand the melody, the mood, and the form of rhythm and music inside of this Malambo. Because as a dancers, we have to transfer this, we have to express this. And if I'm not understanding the rhythm and melody, it will be hard for me to understand. And Argentinians usually explaining this through vocalization, without any rhythms and forms. Usually it's like vocalization and like listening out of guitar, trying to understand by yourself like where I have to start. And I was on like 5 group classes of Malambo Sureño, and nobody explained nothing. We learned just repique Sureño, and then like some long mudanza to practice, without any logic, without any course. And always on these classes, it was like small part of people who are more talented, for whom vocalization, for whom like also like brain-wise vocalization is working good, and they are catching. And big part without understanding what's happening. It was suffering, people were angry because nobody's waited for them, they need more time to understand. And they are more maybe like me, who need more structure, who need more logic in like basic musical explanations. And it's always, Malambo Sureño was always the mess, and of course nobody is practicing Malambo Sureño because there is no like logical base for this. So in Europe, people dancing Malambo Sureño, if they learn something like from some maestros and they catch the vocalization, and people are dancing without sticking to the melody, it's more about practicing like we're doing in Norteño. But in Sureño, we have to be connected really with the music. We have to really dance with the guitar these melodical sentences by respecting the size of the music. It's not about just dancing Malambo Sureño and then somewhere we're dancing some patterns. Because patterns in Malambo Sureño are also different. Because guitar is playing this lapping melody. And it's not short melody and then papito papa, short melody and papito papa. It's long sentences. So usually when we're taking basic mudanzas in Malambo Sureño, we're also taking these mudanzas a bit longer. We are going to do a bit different. We are going to do later preparation for zapateo, and we will take shorter mudanzas, being stacked more to the rhythm, but in right timing. And we will also learn Malambo Sureño. For dancing Malambo, it will be longer sentences with the melody, with the connection with the guitar. So today we are going to use our arms to dance, and it will be the main first exercise for everybody who are starting Malambo Sureño, to catch melody and to start, for example, repique in the right moment, to hear the melodical logic and the rhythmical logic. So, if I'm dancing this in zapateo, it will be 1, 2, 1E, 2E, taka ta 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 taka ta ta, tum tum tum, 3. So when I'm dancing triunfo, I'm starting a bit in advance. I'm starting on the beat number 3. So I'm working 1, 2, 3E pam 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 pam, 3E pam 1, and I'm dancing some basic zapateos for Sureño. If I'm dancing Malambo, I'm catching more melody. Let's do it all together. Ta-ka-ta-ta, ta-ka-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, ta-ka-ta-ta. 5 and 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 1. Pa 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 ta 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 ta. Ta 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 ta. And here we have accent on 2. Ta 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 ta. 5 and 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 1. Ta 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 ta. 2, 3, 4. Ta 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 ta. So, practicing at home can be like this. You're playing melody, and first, for example, you need to create the timing frame, and you're choosing what are you counting, or 6/8 or 3/4. For example, let's take 6/8 and let's create the rhythmical base for this. Start can be last beat of first repique. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. So I'm not counting golpes, I'm not counting the beats that I'm dancing, I'm just counting timing. Tum, 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 1, 2. To start, it's too good to start with the strong beat because it's last in this harmonical sentence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. And then when you know how to count 6/8, you know that melodical harmonical sentence will start on the beat number 5, because we did talk about this, right? We created this logic, so you know if you're counting with 6/8, it will start from beat number 5, and you can create this muscle by practicing of counting. We also can talk about the dancing perspective, and if I'm dancing paso de gato in rhythm device 1, 2, 3, the counting will be different, right? And the end still will be on the beat number 1, and the beginning of my repique will be on the beat number 3. Let's try. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So I'm starting on 3. 1, 2, taka ta 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 taka ta ta 2 taka ta taka ta 1, 2 taka ta ta taka ta 1, 2 taka ta 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 taka ta 1, 2 taka ta 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. So if I'm counting by 3/4, I know that I'm starting my repique in the beat number 3, because melody is waiting for me here, right? So in the beginning it's hard a bit to predict when it will be, but by having this pulsation, by understanding the timing pulsation, you know that melody will start here and you can start with the melody. So we did talk about 6/8, the counting of 6/8. We did talk about counting in 3/4, and now let's try to clap it or to beat it on our chest. It can be our legs. You remember the class from Malambo Sureño, right? The first tries to triunfo. So we're doing ta-ka ta 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 ta-ka ta ta. Left, right, right, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left. Ta-ka ta 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 ta-ka ta ta. So I need to drum this or with my arms or with my legs in the right moment. It's a moment when guitar is looping this harmony. I can start counting, for example, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. So I'm in a counting like this. I'm sitting on beat number 5. If I'm counting with passo di gatto, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Understanding? Ta-ka-tan, ta-ka-tan, tan, 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 ta-ka-tan, tan, tan, ta-ka-tan. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. If I'm taking more like social dancing aspect, right? So this is the main exercise, how to understand the melody, harmony, rhythm, and timing of the start of repique of guitar. This is main knowledge to start practicing. And we will take on the next dancing class, we will take repique one more time, and we will take small patterns like in Norteño, just to start practicing also for our zapateo dancing. And then we will take more bigger forms. So please practice, do this exercise. I will share this music in the folder of our library, and it will be Malambo Sureño in different forms. For example, now I played the basic form with clear melody, with clear harmony. When we have unstable beat number 2 and unstable minor step for harmony. There are also versions when we have all melody in major key, and of course rhythmically guitar can play differently and chords can be different. And for example, there is a longer and slower Malambo which is with major and which is with more simpler pulsation. So we don't have these difficulties here. It's on beat number 1, and you will always have 5 and 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 1, which is more stable, which is more like for Malambo kindergarten to practice. But it's not what you usually will meet with Malambo Sureño. Take a look. So it's always positive, it's always sunny. And rhythm is easy. So guitar is playing melody differently, but the rhythm, like chasguido, is on the 5-1, 5-1, 1. Ta-ka-ta-ta, ta-ka-ta-ta, 5-1, 5-1, 5-1, 5-1. Ta-ka-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, ta-ka-ta-ta, ta-ka-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, ta-ka-ta-ta, ta-ka-ta, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 1, 5 and 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 1. So harmony is different. They're not taking this third beat, so it's always positive things. And also this is moved here. Mm-hmm. That's it. To start, and maybe later we will take more details and we will go deeper if you want to understand. But to begin, I think it's more than enough, right? Good. See you on the first class of dancing Malambo Sureño.